The YMCA in Schaumburg officially opened its doors on May 22, 1968. Today, the YMCA serves over 5,000 members, as well as thousands of program members each year. With me now to discuss the Campanelli YMCA and some of its many summer offerings are its President and CEO, Gary Bublitz, and Child Care Director, Celicia Hodges. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tell us about when did the Y start? How did it start? Some background?
Well, it started actually in 1967 with some program offerings through the Elgin YMCA, and in 1968, Elgin YMCA actually created a branch here in Schaumburg, and for the first couple of years, it was at different locations. There was an upstairs apartment complex off of Schaumburg Road and Wise Road near the pizza restaurant there. And then they were in a barn for a while, and then in 1976, they opened up the first real facility of the YMCA over on Wise Road, where we're right now. So it was a community campaign, and from there it's stayed at that location all the years. And we just celebrated our 42nd birthday last Saturday.
It was called something different, though, prior to Campanelli.
It was called the Twinbrook Family YMCA. Okay. And it held that name up until 2000, when the board of directors renamed it the Alfred Campanelli YMCA in honor of Schaumburg developer Alfred Campanelli, who made a substantial gift to the YMCA.
Okay, that's right next to Frost School.
It is 2 blocks west of Wise Road, and you know, we share that property, our neighbor with Frost, and then there's the Nature Center, the School District 54 Nature Center behind.
You share parking too, don't you?
We kind of do overflow parking. We each have our own parking lot, but we, as good neighbors, you know, when they're busy, they come by us, and vice versa.
Okay. What is your role at the Y?
Well, actually, I'm a child care director there.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yes.
Is that all the youth programs, or just some of them, or?
Just some of them. It's pretty big. YMCA does a lot of child care programs. I'm actually the before and after care child care program director, and also I do several of the summer camp programs.
Okay. I know for years that you had a program that was Indian Guides, and I guess now it's called something different.
It's called Adventure Guides.
Adventure Guides.
And although you know, a lot of the dads, old timers, still call it Indian Guides and Indian Princesses, but to be politically correct and honor the sensitivities of different groups, we changed.
But still some of the same programming, right? Camp
The same type of programming. The only thing that has changed is the name.
Because we used to have flower bomb fights. I remember that one. You know, where the kids just doused their dads with.
Well, the beauty part of that program, Al, is that it was a father-son guides and father-daughter princess, and it put that opportunity for dads to do something special with their kids.
And that still carries on to the.
It still carries on today, and it's what keeps the people interested, because there's really no other program out there that's on an ongoing month-to-month program that that puts the dad and daughter together, or dad and son together.
And it is required to have a parent there too, isn't it?
Well, in this day and age, you know, there are some single-parent families. So we have brothers, we have uncles, we have grandparents that kind of take the role of dad in that process. And so we don't want to exclude anybody, and so we've got some untraditional families that are participating.
No, I cherish the memories I had with my kids in that program.
Well, you know, one of the things I get around town, and one of the most commonly referred to things is, do you still have the Indian Guide program? You know, for people that were growing up 15, 20 years ago, remember that.
Well, I think there was this great chant, though, you know. Hi, how are you? Hi, how are you? You know, and you get a chance to wear a feather. You know, I remember having a meeting in my house with the dads, and one of my daughter's girlfriends from college came to visit, and she rang the doorbell. I came to the door with a feather in my head, and she just burst out in laughter. You know.
Yeah. Well, they don't use the feathers or the headdress anymore, but they still maintain the vests, and it's still the same basic core program with the same values.
Now, how did you get involved with the Y?
Well, it's quite interesting. I have 2 children of my own. So, you know, child care was very important to me, and I wanted to be a part of the YMCA and make it a stronger type of child care facility and actually pour in a little bit what I have received.
And how long have you been with the Y?
About 3 years.
About 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Have the demographics changed over the years as far as the?
Yes, we're seeing a number of the minority families that are coming in, Asian in particular, Hispanic, pretty much similar to what you'd see in the school district. When I talked to Ed Rafferty, the superintendent of District 54, they now relate District 54 as a majority minority. So 51% of the children there are from minority families.
Asian and black and
yes,
Hispanic.
Exactly. And then we're getting a lot of European, Polish and so on. And so we're seeing basically what the community is seeing,
what are some of the adult programs that you have? I mean, I know, I'm somewhat familiar with some of the children's programs. What are some of the adult programs?
Our two biggest programs are water fitness and land-based fitness, and we've got a full slate of fitness classes that adults take, from the Zumba to cardio kickboxing to traditional...
Cardio kickboxing?
Cardio kickboxing, yes.
I tried it myself. It's a lot of fun.
It is?
Yeah, you got to try it.
My wife joined the class, and of course the first thing she had to do was go out and get her pink boxing gloves. So I'm the punching bag at home.
Oh, that's great. That's great. I mean, how many? Your program year? What do you? How does that work? I mean,
we kind of go with the school schedule. So September becomes the beginning of our program year, and then the summer, of course, people tend to move outside. Our biggest program in the summertime are the day camps. We run 9 different day camps and serve about 350 to 400 children a day, actually throughout the year.
We have some clip here from one of your recent events.
That is the Indian Guide, Adventure Guide program, and what they're doing is they're preparing to have a race where the fathers and sons make their own boats.
It's kind of a raft race, isn't it?
Yes, and they go ahead and put it in the pool, and they have to get down pool.
That looks like fun.
It is, and we do it on Saturday evenings during the winter, and it's great. Some boats don't make it down the first length of the pool, and others go 3-4 lengths.
I'm not sure I would make it the length of the pool with or without the boat.
They have to be made out of cardboard and duct tape. They cannot use anything else except
Well, I can understand duct tape. That's the cure-all, the end-all.
Cure-all, the end-all.
What are some of the other areas the Y is moving into? I know you provide fitness programs for businesses in town. Is that correct?
Yes, we have a number of partners with the businesses and industry here, and we encourage those companies that want to get involved, particularly if they want to try lowering their healthcare costs. We can come in and do different types of programs with them, or just have their employees participate in our traditional program. But one of the new areas that we're looking at doing right now is an initiative that was initiated by the Centers for Disease Control called the Pioneering Healthy Communities. And it's not a YMCA-based program, but rather a community-based program looking at getting agencies throughout the city, the village involved. And we've just completed the grant process, and we're hopeful that we're going to get funded. And the village has already, thanks to you, Mayor, agreed to participate, as have Alexian Brothers Hospital and School District 54.
And if somebody wanted more information about the Y's programs, I mean, who would they call?
Well, they can call the YMCA. It's 847, which is the same area code everybody's got around here, 891 YMCA.
Oh, okay.
So that's fairly easy. And then we also have a website that all of our programs, and some programs can be registered for online at www.campanelliymca.org.
Gary, good to see you again.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. That'll do it for this edition of Speaking of Schaumburg. Join us again next month for another all-new episode. Until then, I'll see you around town.